So I saw this TikTok and I have never felt more inspired to do a makeup look in my entire life, or at least attempt a makeup look. I saw this TikTok of someone asking makeup artists if they can recreate this Ashley Olsen makeup look. I will put up a photo of this makeup look so you can see it a little bit better. If you've seen this TikTok, let me know. But I actually saw somebody recreate this look on TikTok. I'll have both of those videos linked down below. The person asking for someone to recreate this look is Sabrina, and then Natalie, a super talented makeup artist, recreated the look, and she did such a good job. So I thought I would gather up some products here and try to recreate it with stuff that I already have. So I'm not going to be using the same products as her. We're going to see if we can do this. I have never really done a makeup look like this. I feel like it's very early 2000s, kind of like grungy vibes, and it's definitely not what's in style now. So we're gonna try this. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. I will have the products that I'm using today linked down below in the description box in case you are interested in the products that I'm using. I want to buy some of the products from Natalie's video because her makeup turned out so amazing, and by the end of her video she like could be an Olsen sister. She did such a good job recreating the look. I watched a bunch of videos of people trying to recreate this look, and by far I think she did the most like spot on job. She was also super entertaining, so I highly recommend going and watching her TikTok. It was so fun to watch. So we're starting off with a glowy base. This is from Say. I am obsessed with this. This is the mini version. It's the glowy super gel in Star Glow. I'm already like almost halfway done with this, but as you can see, it just makes your skin so like glassy and glowy. It's not sticky. It has a tiny bit of tackiness, but it is just so stunning. You can just wear this alone and it gives your skin such a healthy glow. I do want a little bit of extra glow, so I'm going in with the Vive Skin Dew. This is like a multitasking glowy product. This is something that is a bit more on the like tacky, sticky side, so keep that in mind if you decide to get this, but I love this. I like to use it mixed in with foundation, applied underneath foundation, and as a liquid highlight. So I'm just gonna apply this to like the parts of my skin that I want to be extra glowy under my foundation base. I kind of have high expectations for myself. Like I really feel like I'm gonna be able to recreate this look, but I don't know, we'll see. Also, if you guys haven't tried Alani's new flavor, it's called Winter Wonderland. It's so good. It's kind of like, it's definitely coconutty. So I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but I actually love this one. It's like maybe like a berry coconut, something along those lines. It's so delicious. I love the packaging. It's so cute. I'm obsessed. Okay, so for our base, we're gonna try to go for a more, it's like effortless except for the eyes. The eyes look intense and smoky, and then the rest of her makeup looks just like so effortless and sort of more on trend for like present day makeup. I'm not sure when this photo is from. I'm assuming it's from a while ago. I'm gonna go in with this Revlon foundation. This is like my go-to foundation. I wear this all the time. I'm actually gonna use this foundation brush from BK Beauty. It's the 101. This is so good. This is like my new current obsession. It's not new, but it is my current obsession. I've been using this for the last couple months and it's so good. I was a diehard sponge user, and I even brought a sponge over here just in case we needed to use it, but this brush just blends the product out so well, and it's so smooth, so soft. I love the shape and size of it. I just think it's amazing. I've applied tinted sunscreen with this, full coverage foundation, medium coverage foundation. It's just so good. So for foundation goes, we're gonna start with this. I am gonna go in with this Rare Beauty like brightener, and I'm gonna put this on like below my under eye area. Since we're putting a lot of eyeshadow underneath our eyes, I'm not gonna like cake up a bunch of concealer directly below my eyes, but I do want to just kind of brighten up my like cheek area here. And I'm actually going to use the BK Beauty concealer brush. This is the A506. It's like the same thing except like a mini version, and I love using this brush as well. I'm actually gonna be using all BK Beauty brushes today. Not sponsored, I just have been really enjoying using their brushes recently. They did send them to me in PR a couple of months ago, and they're seriously so good. They also do like crazy deals on TikTok Shop. I see their lives all the time. So if you're interested in trying them out, maybe check them out, but I will have them linked down below. Then just to even out any like hyperpigmentation I have, I'm actually gonna go in with this concealer sample. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade, which is called Vanilla Wafer. I wanted to do this video, and I also wanted to do a video sort of like working my way through my makeup collection until I've used every single product. Basically just like a full face of nothing new, if you've seen Juicy Jazz do those videos. And I thought this would be a fun little twist. So I'm just gonna dip my concealer brush into the little pan of product and just kind of spot conceal where I need a little extra coverage. Now I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty bronzer stick. This is in the shade Happy Soul. And we're just gonna bronze up the face a bit. Her makeup look is super bronzed looking, but it's not like sharply contoured, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna try to chisel any cheekbones or anything. But I do want to bring some color back to my face because I am looking super pale right now. I turned my lighting down just a little bit because I felt like it was a bit harsh. So I think our makeup is looking pretty good. We're super bronzy now. And for blush, I'm actually gonna layer a cream blush underneath a powder blush. I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush. This is in the shade Southbound, and I'm gonna keep this more on the apples of my cheeks because that's what Natalie did. And this color is so pretty. It's just really natural, and I feel like this is great. I love this formula. I use it all the time. I think it's a great like everyday blush, and it does build up, but it is very natural looking. So for like on camera, I feel like it's so subtle, but in person you can see it and it looks super natural and pretty. It's just like a nice, I keep saying the word natural, but the finish of it is great. The color of it is great. It just looks like your skin. It doesn't add like an extra layer of makeup, but I do want a little bit of extra pigment. So I'm gonna go in with Strawberry from Laura Mercier, and we are gonna use the 112 from BK Beauty. I'm just gonna lightly tap into that and then set that blush just to give us a little bit of extra pigment. And again, I'm just mostly keeping that sort of in this center area of my cheeks. I'm gonna use this Rare Beauty brow gel just to kind of set my brows in place. My brows are not the same as Ashley Olsen's, obviously. I feel like my brows are a little bit thicker and fuller, but it is sort of a similar shape to what she has in her picture here. So I'm just gonna use clear brow gel and no other product to my brows because I just don't think that I need it. I am gonna jump back to highlighter, but I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes, which I feel like is gonna be the tricky part. Starting things off, we've got the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. My favorite one is Painterly, but I'm actually out of Painterly. Watching Natalie's video made me want to make a MAC purchase because she referenced a lot of MAC products and used a lot of MAC products, and I think that was because MAC was like super popular back in the day. So she was probably wearing MAC products in this photo. Also, I realized that angle was like low-key not great at all, so I just readjusted for you. Okay, now I am nervous. I've got a couple of palettes. We've got the Naked palette and the Major Dimension palette from Patrick Ta. I also have some liners and shadow sticks, which I think is gonna be important here. I think that's like the main part of this. So I'm gonna start off by taking this Flower Beauty eyeliner. This is the Cream and Chrome Eyeliner Duo, and it's in the shade Rose Gold and Rich Brown. I'm gonna go in with Rose Gold, and I'm gonna put this on my waterline, on my lower lash line. I don't have a mirror. So we're gonna start by putting this on my waterline. I might have to use something else to deepen that up, but it is a really pretty kind of bronzy-ish shade. This is what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand, but I feel like we might need, I don't know, it might work out honestly. We are gonna go in with something darker for the actual like eyeshadows. So I've got a few eyeshadow sticks. I have some from Nude Sticks and some from Laura Mercier. I think we're gonna start with the one from Laura Mercier in the shade Mocha. Her eye look is like bronzy, but also sort of cool toned. So it's kind of like a bronzy taupe type color. So I'm gonna take this in the shade Mocha. Let me swatch it. It's just a really pretty brown color. This is the Caviar Eye Stick. And I'm gonna put this below my lash line. So like that. And Ashley Olsen has very round eyes and her makeup is very round. So I am gonna try to kind of create that illusion a little bit more. My eyes do kind of like point at the end, and I feel like that's what is in style, and that's what a lot of people do for makeup, is like sort of like a winged out look, but that's not what we're going for today. We're doing very round makeup, so I'm gonna try to keep that in mind. I'm also gonna put this on the upper lash line, and we are gonna smudge this out so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just gonna kind of play with that idea until we get our round bronzy eye. I'm using the 210 from BK Beauty, and I'm just going to try to create that blended look now and just smudge that out. I'm gonna take the shade Mocha and take that same brush and just get a little bit of extra product on there and start underneath and literally just go up like in a circle to really create that rounded effect. And I think so far so good. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade Burnish from Nude Sticks, which is like a more metallic kind of color right here, and I'm gonna put this just more kind of like in the center of my lower lash line, just to bring forward the centers a little bit and just add some dimension. So just like a tiny bit. I'm just like tapping it on my lower lash line. And then same on this side. I'm actually also gonna kind of put this in my waterline because I feel like that's working a little bit better than the Flower Beauty. I mean, the Flower Beauty definitely works well, but this is more the look that I'm going for. Now I'm gonna take my original Naked palette. Well, this isn't my original one. This is from the re-release that happened recently, but it is the original Naked palette. And I'm gonna go into the shade Smog, which is this like bronzy color here. And I'm gonna put this on my lid. And I'm gonna use the 209 from BK Beauty to do that. Then I'm gonna take a clean, fluffy brush and just blend out those edges. For lips, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk Fair. This is my favorite lip liner. It's so good. And I'm just going to lightly line my lips. And then the gloss is gonna be the main component of our lip. So just a tiny bit of lip liner, and then I'm gonna go in with this Buxom gloss. This is in the shade Golden Dolly. This is a really pretty like sparkly gloss. I'm just gonna lightly tap over my blush with my foundation brush just to tone it down a tiny bit, because I feel like her blush isn't quite as intense as mine. So just want to tone that down a little bit. I didn't add any extra product or anything. I literally just tapped on top. And that might have been too much. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. We're just gonna play with it until it looks right. It looks like she has a bit of a brow bone highlight. So we are going to use this Dior palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Strobe. And we're gonna use this as just like a little bit of like an accent, like a highlight accent. I'm gonna place that right below my brow bone. I'm also gonna place it like right in here. She has like some super high shine in like these high points, and I just want to add a little bit of highlight to those areas. But as you can see, like naturally I do have some highlighting going on because we used the glowy products. And I feel like we're missing a little bit of depth on our lower lash line, so I'm gonna go into Dark Horse here and just take a little bit of this and just try to deepen up the lower lash line, just right up next to my actual eyelashes, just to really get that deep, smoky, like bronzed look. Same on the top, just keeping it really close to my lash line. Now I'm just taking that same highlighter and applying it to my cheek, and I'm keeping it more like here on the cheek as opposed to like up here high on my cheekbone. I'm keeping it more like on the center of my cheek because that's kind of where her highlighter is placed when she's like pictured from the side. This is right where you see the highlighter really pop. I'm also just gonna add some of that to my nose, and I'm actually using an eyeshadow brush for this. This is the 212. It's the same one that I used to apply the brow bone highlight. It's smaller than like your typical highlighter brush, but I feel like it works really well for this as well. For mascara, I have two. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Oh, this is waterproof. I am not using that mascara. So I'm gonna use this one from Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Fetish Eyes mascara. And I am going to apply this, and then we will do the finishing touches. She did this little like hack in her video that I have definitely seen people do before, but it has been years since I've seen it, so I want to try it out and see if I can make it work because it was like so smart. I forgot how good this mascara was. This is with mascara versus without. She doesn't have a ton of mascara on, so I'm gonna kind of stop there and leave it like that. I do want to try this little hack that she did. So she took a white eyeliner. I don't have a white eyeliner, but I have this one from Nabla. It's in light nude, and she used this to like highlight her Cupid's bow. So we're gonna try this out. Here is what it looks like. This actually might work better because it's not like stark white, but I'm gonna take this and literally just go right above my lip line and do like basically a highlight on my Cupid's bow. I never like spend this much time on my lips. Like I barely even use lip liner. So, oh my gosh. So this is not something I would do in like my regular makeup unless it like ends up looking really good. But this is like an extra step for me, but I can already tell that that looks so cute. And this is a super creamy lip liner, so it blends out really well and you like can't even tell. I'm also gonna go up like vertical here and then blend that out with my finger as well. It's like super subtle, but I feel like it makes a difference. I don't have very plump lips and she definitely does, so you know, they're not gonna look exactly the same, but this is my best recreation of this makeup look. I feel like I did all right. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to get like the same angle as like this picture, but I feel like my eyes are a little bit darker than hers. I went too dark with the eye look, maybe. Either way, I love how this makeup turned out. I think it looks really cute and it's more intense than what I would typically go for. It's very different than what I would typically go for, but I think it looks really good. And it was really fun to try new techniques with products that I already have. It's like making something like old and boring exciting again, if that makes sense. Not that these products are old and boring, but you get what I'm saying. It makes it seem like fresh, brand new stuff because you're using it in a completely new way. So let me know your thoughts on the makeup. Let me know if you like it. I feel like it's very smoky and intense and my eyes are like a lot, but I think it's really pretty and I really like the base makeup. I love the lip. Very Very cute. My eyes don't pop like hers do, but I think she just has like lighter eyes than I do. She also has like bleach blonde hair in this picture, and my hair is super dark right now. This is my natural hair color. I do have like leftover highlights down in here, but I haven't had my hair colored in a year. It's been almost exactly a year since I've had it colored, so my natural color is really having a moment currently. I am gonna have all these products linked down below in the description box for you in case you're interested in checking any of them out. I honestly had such a good experience with all the products today. There's nothing that I would really change. I think that they all worked out really well for me. Let me know how you like the makeup look, and if there's any other like makeup related videos that you'd like to see on my channel. We've got Vlogmas coming up, so lots and lots of content coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I love you so, so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.